shloka was Esha te vihita sankhet. Until now, I have told you about the logical understanding about the higher and what in the materialistic world, when you do something good, what are you going to get? When you don't do something that you must do, then what you are going to incur. The word is sin. You are going to incur sin. All that he has discussed. Bhagwan says, now I'm going to tell you something about Buddhi Yoga. Please listen. Right? Shrunu means listen. So he says, Buddhya yukto yaya partha karma bandha prahasyasi. Karma bandham is, we talked about karma bandham. It is our desire to do an action again and again because of the results. When you do something, you get appreciations in public. Just because you are getting appreciations in public, what we do? We keep doing it again and again and again. Right? Just to get those appreciations, we do. This is what we are thinking, right? Our thinking is usually that when we were young kids, right? When people used to say, Pawan, sing a song, and when I sing a song, when people all clap, it feels good about, so I probably would like to repeat it again. This is what I used to do. So now Bhagwan is saying, no, there is a problem here. When I do something for the benefit, for the result, then there is a problem. What is the problem? If the result doesn't come, I feel bad. I feel bad. Correct? So this mental agitation is called as sin. Any mental agitation, whether it is good, like excitement, happiness, joy, celebrative mood, right? That is also sin. After performing an action, if our mind is not stable, if it is not stable, if the emotions are overflowing, that means that action has incurred a sin, papam. Bhagavan is saying, I will make sure that you don't get into this cycle of doing the things in a wrong way, for which I'm going to teach you something, Arjuna. It is called as Buddhi Yoga. So now let's go to 41 and see what all other things he is talking about Buddhi Yoga. Anshika, will you repeat after me? Vyavasayatmika buddhi.
Vyavasayatmika buddhi.
Ekeha kuru nandana.
Ekeha kuru nandana.
Bahushakha hyanantascha.
Bahushaka hyanantascha.
Bahushakha hyanantascha.
Bahushaka hyanantascha.
Buddhayo vyayasayinam.
Buddhayo vyavasayinam.
Here, Buddhayo vyavasayinam is one word. The opposite of that word, can anyone guess what is the opposite of vyavasayinam? When you have to repeat, when you have to change the meaning of that word, what do you have to do? Put a in the beginning. We put a in the beginning. Avyavasayinam. Right? So here it is avyavasayinam. The word is avyavasayinam. While chanting also, we have to bring that small a somehow. How? Buddhayo avyavasayinam. Light touch of a there. Chiptali. Buddhayo avyavasayinam.
Buddhayo avyavasayinam.
Don't separate it out. In Sanskrit, if you see, they will write an inverted S. An inverted S means the previous sound and the next sound, which is O and A, are merging. Just like how milk and water merge, that is how they merge. So there should not be any distinction where O ends and where A starts. So it should be Buddhayo vyavasayinam. It's beauty. Try with that.
Buddhayo vyavasayinam.
Beautiful. Very nice. Okay. So here Bhagwan is saying Vyavasayatmika buddhi. Vyavasayatmika means you have a single resolute mind, single point of focus, very much disciplined. It is something like when you ask a cow to go and eat grass, it will follow a particular line every day. It will not deviate. You ask a pig to follow that same thing, it will not follow. It will go in all different directions. There is a difference. In animals also, there are differences in how each of the animal behave when it comes to following a particular direction, right? In our case also, when we are thinking, our thoughts, what come to our mind? Buddhi is what? Buddhi is intellect, right? Intellect. The one that can think, the one that can determine what is right, what is wrong. This thinking potential in us leads to what? Thoughts, isn't it? Different thoughts come to us every moment. If you just sit silently, now I can bet Varsha and Vidra are going through some thoughts. I can bet Krishna uncle is going through thoughts. Myself, while I'm speaking, I'm going through a lot of thoughts. The words are just coming out, right? Because of the thoughts. So this thought can pull me in different directions. Can pull me in different directions, isn't it? Today, I'm sitting like this. I may be just thinking about, I'm speaking about Bhagavad Gita, but my focus or my thoughts would be pulling me into something else completely off. Like something has happened at my office yesterday. Now people are testing that thing now. Will they make a call to me? Will I have to go and join them? See, thought, it's deviating me, it's pulling me in that direction. Similarly, when we are performing an action, like for example, in your case, you're studying, you're doing your homework. Okay. While doing your homework, you said, today is my friend's birthday. He has invited me for party. This maths problem, it is like Pythagoras theorem. Okay, so I'm doing this problem. And then what should I give him the gift? Daddy, what should I give the gift? So gone. Where is this problem gone? This is called diversion. Bahushakha means what? Many branches. Not one deviation. There are, from there you will go, okay, so you remember when last time we ordered this cake and we presented it, he did not like, so can we go for shopping? Oh, by the way, my birthday is coming, so I would like to have topic deviated. Where were you? Doing geometry homework. Went to cake, somebody's presentation, somebody's birthday. From there you went to where? Your birthday, your shopping, what you want to go. This whole thing is called as Bahushakha. The thoughts, when they diversify like this, it is called as Avyavasayinam, which means they are not disciplined. It is like that cranky baby which keeps crying for no reason. There is no reason. When there is no reason to cry, he will just pick up a reason randomly. Even if that thing is solved, like say for example, if a baby is crying, he will say, I want this chocolate, that's why you're not giving me, I'm crying. You give the chocolate, he will eat and say, no, this is not the one, I want the white milk chocolate, you gave me the dark chocolate. There is no reason. This way, even our thoughts, when they are not disciplined, they make us think differently from what we should think. If we are supposed to think in a particular way, because of the deviations, we get this, we get different interpretations and randomly get diverted from the actual thing that you must get. Here, what is it? Here it is Vyavasayatmika buddhihi ekeha gurunandana. When the buddhi is vyavasaya, which means when it is disciplined, when it is resolute, when it is single pointed, when it is steadfast, there is no other way you can deviate from what you are doing. Currently, what we are doing, we are just listening and talking the same words that came from Lord Sri Krishna's mouth. What should be in front of our eyes? Even if you are listening to me, even if you are sitting in this Zoom call, what should be on your mind right now as a thought? Krishna speaking these words to us. Isn't it? Are we able to do that? Chances are low. That's how we are made. So Bhagavan is saying that Vyavasayatmika buddhi means you have always a steady focus, a constant focus. Constant focus on what? The Supreme Lord. Bahushakha hyanantascha avyavasayinam, which means if you are avyavasaya buddhi, then there is always a chance that you will diversify into multiple directions because of the thoughts that are coming in your mind, because those thoughts are not disciplined and narrowed to Maha Shri Vishnu, Shri Krishna. This is the problem, right? So what he wants to say, when you do Buddhi Yoga, you are channelizing your thoughts to a single point. The Vyavasayatmika nature of our intellect is possible only through Buddhi Yoga. That's why I am telling you, listen, Arjuna. Understood? Right? That's why it is important. This is how we can stop getting diverted from things that we must do and the way we must do. So let's see what else Bhagavan is trying to talk about Buddhi Yoga in the next one. Varsha Vidura, would you like to chant after me? Yami mam pushpitam vacham.
Yami mam pushpitam vacham.
Again. Yami mam pushpitam vacham.
Yami mam pushpitam vacham.
Pravadantya vipaschitaha.
Pravadantya vipaschitaha.
Pravadantya vipaschitaha.
Pravadantya vipaschitaha.
Avipaschitaha. Vipaschitaha, opposite of that is avipaschitaha. Pravadanti avipaschitaha. When you combine E and A, it becomes Ya. When you say E and A together, fast, it becomes Ya. Ya, right? So pravadantya vipaschitaha. Okay? Pravadantya vipaschitaha.
Pravadantya vipaschitaha.
Vedavadarata partha.
Vedavadarata pada.
Vedavadarata partha.
Vedavadarata pada.
Nanyadastiti vadinaha.
Nanyadastiti vadinaha.
Nanyadastiti vadinaha.
Nanyadastiti vadinaha.
Na anyata iti vadinaha. That is nanyadasti iti vadinaha. So here Bhagavan Shri Krishna is saying that those who are deviated, those whose mind is not Vyavasayatmika Buddhi, the Buddhi which is not Vyavasayatmika, which is not steadfast, which is not resolute, which does not have a single thought, single thread of understanding, which is already deviated into multiple directions, like me, like most of us today in this world. Those will only speak pushpitam vacha. They will look at the Vedas, the scriptures, and they will try to speak the beautiful words only. Flowery words. Pushpitam vacha. Pushpitam means flowers, flowery, just like flowers, beautiful, flowery words. Yam imam pushpitam vachaha. Who? Pravadanti. Are spoken. The words which are just delicate and beautiful as flowers are spoken by whom? Avipaschitaha. Those who cannot see properly. What they cannot see? Not seeing the actual sense behind everything that is written in the Vedas. Early morning, get up, do Sandhya Vandanam, right? Do Gayatri 108 times or whatever possible for you. Do this. Do thanks to all the God. Okay, ask for the benefit of the entire society, not just your family. This is what is expected by everyone every day. Now, what I may do is I will get up, I will do everything, and I think my day is beautiful because only I do that. Okay? And because I want my day to be beautiful, I will do that again and again. Forgetting the sense that this is only a means to connect my mind, my soul to Paramatma every day, to begin with, to make my realization possible that I am not this body, I am something who is Paramatma, and here is how I connect. I am pulling a bridge every day morning by doing this prayer to him. This is a bridge through which I connect to him, and then I meet him. That essence is lost because my focus is on what happens next. In Vedas, most of 70% to more than 70% of the Vedas that we have are focused on the Karma Kanda, which means how an action has to be performed, what action has to be performed. Yajna, how a yajna has to be performed, why it has to be performed, in under whose presence it has to be performed, what are the steps in it, right? Shodashopachara puja we do. What are those 16 steps in the puja? What is the sequence in which you have to do that puja? What you should do first, what you should do next. And we have gone beyond that. We have written our own scriptures. How many candles we have to light up? How many incense sticks have to be there? What is that number, magic number? Some people say 3 always. Brahma, Vishnu, Maheshwara. Some people say 5, Panchabhutas. We have written our own scriptures on top of what is already existing. And we have made it so complicated that we only look at how it should be performed and what should be performed, forgetting about the fact that all these things, all these rituals in this world, which are religious in nature, from the scriptures, from the Shastras they come, they are all the means, they are all the bridges on which when you walk, you can feel his presence. But forget about feeling his presence. We walk the bridge to go to a land where we think there is a lot of joy and pleasure available for us every day. And that's why we walk that bridge every day. Just like how morning walk we do, right? We do morning walk because we know we'll be healthy. We will get some fresh air. We will get benefited because of XYZ things. What if suddenly people say, if you walk, nothing is going to happen? You think people will be walking on the streets? People will be biking their bicycles? No. So there is an anticipation because of which we are doing all these things. Similarly, in Vedas also, there is a lot written about Karma Kanda. Do this, do this, do this, do this. In a particular fashion, how you must do it. How you should chant. Everything, there is a ritual to it. Now that procedure is written only to bridge our soul to Paramatma, nothing beyond that. However, we lose that essence. So here Bhagavan is saying, those who are avyavasaya buddhi, whose thoughts and understanding and interpretations have already been diverted, bahushakha anantascha, in many ways and in an infinitely many possible combinations and permutations. Those who are deviated like that will not ever feel the presence of me. But they will follow these rituals constantly every day. This applies to every one of us who are going to school, who are studying, who are doing their homework, but then always anticipating something at the end. What I will get if I do this, why I should do, right? This is the question most of us ask our parents. When they ask us to do something good, they say, what I'm going to get out of it? What will benefit me, right? Rather than understanding that this is a means through which I can use my body for something better in life. We don't connect to that essence at all. So here it is saying, Yamimam Pushpitam Vacham. They'll all speak flowery words, right? But they cannot see properly what is written in the scriptures. Why it is written like that? Vedavada Rataha Partha, those who understand the Vedas, Na Anyadastiti Vadinaha, they cannot speak anything else other than me. Other than that one thing. Buddhi Ekeha Kurunandana, he said in the previous shloka. That single point of focus on what? On Bhagavan. That single point of focus is the only thing they talk about. Whatever you give in the world, they will tie it to that. You say, wow, what a great food. They'll say, look at the beauty of Lord. How he has created these different vegetables, these different flavors, and has given us the knowledge so we can combine everything and make this beautiful dish. Praise the Lord, praise the Lord, praise the Lord. This is what he'll say. He'll always connect everything to Paramatma. That is Vyavasaya Buddhi. Vyavasaya Atmika Buddhi is like that. Okay? They are the actual Vedavada. So those are the ones who understand the Vedas properly. Okay. Now let's do 43 and 44 together. Kamatmana swargapara.
Kamatmana swargapara.
Janma karma phala pradam.
Janma karma phala pradam.
Kriya vishesha bahulam.
Kriya vishesha bahulam.
Bhogaishwarya gatim prati.
Bhogaishwarya gatim prati.
Next one. Bhogaishwarya prasaktanam.
Bhogaishwarya prasaktanam.
Taya pahruta chetasam.
Taya pahruta chetasam.
Apahruta means gone. Taken away. Gone. Chetasam means our consciousness. The ability of consciousness to drive us in the proper way. Taya pahruta chetasam.
Taya pahruta chetasam.
Vyavasayatmika buddhi.
Vyavasayatmika buddhihi.
Samadhau na vidhiyate.
Samadhau na vidiyate.
Let's try to do the full lines buddy. Kamatmana swargapara. Janma karma phala pradam.
Kamatmana swargapara. Janma karma phala pradam.
Kriya vishesha bahulam. Bhogaishwarya gatim prati.
Kriya vishesha bahulam. Bhogaishwarya gatim prati.
Bhogaishwarya prasaktanam. Taya pahruta chetasam.
Bhogaishwarya prasaktanam. Taya pahruta chetasam.
Vyavasayatmika buddhi. Samadhau na vidhiyate.
Vyavasayatmika buddhihi. Samadhau na vidiyate.
These people who have hard time focusing their mind in a steadfast manner, those who are always running behind the results. Now here, why people are avyavasayatmikaha, why people get deviated, why they can't understand the scriptures when they go through Vedas, when they go through Mandukya Upanishad, when they Isha Upanishad, when they Katha Upanishad, when they read these scriptures, why can't they understand what that Upanishad is all focusing on? Why they get deviated? Why they have wrong interpretations? The answer lies here. Because Kamatmanaha, they always have an attachment to something towards which they are focused, because of which we are doing this. So they read the scriptures because they want to get something. Even if that something is happiness, joy, even for that sake, because I read scriptures, I get satisfied, I get happy, I do it again and again. That also is Kamatmanaha. Kamatmanapara, which means you are doing only because you are attached to something. You have strong affinity towards something, that's why you are doing it again. Right? So that affinity. Kamatmanaha swargapara. In rituals, it is said that you will be given swarga sukha when you do this. You do this, you will get this benefit. You do X, you get Y. It's all written in the Karma Kandas. It's written. But the essence is, you do X, you get money, share that money in the society, you will get moksha. Think that that money is coming from Lord, tell them that it is not you, it is the Lord who is doing all this and making you do all this, and you will see me one day. This is the essence of it. But we cut that second part. We only take the first part. If I do Kanakadhara Stotram 10 times, 100 times, Ma Lakshmi will bless me. Of course, she will bless you. Why the Vedas will go wrong? We have faith in Vedas. Of course, we will be blessed. But we stop there. See, I got money, magic. Now I'll repeat this magic again. Kamatmanaha Swargapara. For reaching the Swarga Sukha, for satisfying our own needs, we follow certain rituals. Right? Janma karma phala pradam. So this is what we think, that we will get a beautiful life. We get a better life if we do this. Some people do that now so that they can get a better life next, in the next janma. First of all, thinking about next janma is itself papa. That itself is a sin. But because to get a better janma, let me do this. If I do this, I will be born in some great family. That also is written in the same Bhagavad Gita. In the future chapters, we will know. What if you do, where you will be born. So because it is written, let me do this activity every day. I will do this activity diligently because I want to get a better life in next janma. This is how we feel. This is how we think. Right? And because of that thought, we get deviated from our core essence behind all these Vedas. Bhoga Aishwarya Prasaktana. To enjoy the wealth that we are blessed by doing these rituals, to enjoy that, to enjoy in a very, in a full of mode of pleasure, what we try to do is we do all these activities. By doing that, what is happening? Our chitta, our consciousness, our ability to think in the right way, the chitta, the consciousness is covered with multiple layers of one bad thing called as ajnana, ignorance. Chitta is always pure, but the layers that we form on top of it is because of all these attachments and false needs. Do you really want money? At the end of the day, what we do? We give that money to some shopkeeper, right? Whether you give it at Macy's or some other mall, this mall, that mall, but you are always giving money. If you see what you are doing every day, you are giving it out. Do we really need then? How much we need? For what we need? So these are the questions that one would not ask himself, and they would just go blindly to gain more and more and more and more, not knowing the purpose of money. The purpose of money is to serve. That we lose. So Bhoga Aishwarya Prasaktanam, focused only on self-enjoyment, what we do, our chitta, our chetasa is lost. Our ability to think properly is lost. Because of that, we get deviated. Bahushakha hyanantascha avyavasayatmika buddhi. When that is because of which we get into this trap of getting diverted from the main essence, what we must think of. So in such a mode, what Bhagavan is saying, you will never become vyavasayatmikaha, you will never be that buddhi, nor you will get samadhi. Samadhi means what? Samadhi means not, cremation. Samadhi is not cremation. A lot of people say samadhi means, that where you lay down the body and then cover it with mud, that is samadhi. No, that is not samadhi. Samadhi. Dhi means intellect. Whenever you use the word dhi in Sanskrit, it means buddhi. That's why buddhi is also buddha eva dhi. So the buddhi which is calm, which is steady, is buddhi, the intellect. Samadhi means it is balanced intellect, which means it will not get pampered just because you are clapping hands after icing, which will not get pampered or which will not get shattered just because you said it's hopeless singing today, Pawan. It will not get shattered. It will remain silent. That is samadhi. It is not possible in this real world where every moment there are a lot of aggressions and arrogance and ego that's actually binding us together. It is not possible, but it is possible by following certain things in life, which we will see next in the upcoming shlokas on what we can do. What is the secret behind getting that balance? What is the secret behind getting that stability of the mind? What is that secret behind making us ourselves calm in all situations? Because only when you are calm, you can focus on one thing. So how we can get that samadhi sthiti is something that is going to be taught going forward. And one word for that is karma yoga. One word for that is karma yoga. When you do a karma applying buddhi yoga, it is called karma yoga. So what is that? Karma plus Buddhi Yoga equals Karma Yoga. What happened to Buddhi? Buddhi is no more existing at that point in time. You will not even have any thought when you are doing such activity. That is the secret. So we will see that more in the upcoming sessions. Okay. All right. Anything anybody wants to share, like any experiences of, have you ever seen, how many of your musicians or singers or at least like music or singing? I see Vidra, I know Krishna also, Anshi, right? I don't know other hands, but yeah, I think a lot of people are interested in music. Did it ever happen? Dream is also very good. Did it ever happen that you were singing something? Or let me talk individually. So Vidura, Varsha, what are you interested in when it is music?
We play instruments.
Instrument. Which instrument you play?
I play the piano and the cello, and then she plays the violin.
Very good, very good. Piano. Let's talk about piano. When you are playing piano, right? When it is like, I don't know what you play, but let's say when you are playing a beautiful note, a good consequence or sequence of notes, right? Is there a moment where you lost all the thoughts, completely focused into the music and nothing else, whatever is happening around you? Did it ever happen to you?
So not really, but like whenever I play a song that I like on the piano, I just kind of forget some stuff. But then when someone says something, then I just remember like that.
Right. Krishna, did it happen to you anytime? Where you are completely immersed and you lost. Sometimes you lose context of what time it is and you know where you are and all that. Did it happen to you at all anytime?
60% of the time it happens. 40% it does not.
60% of the times is a great achievement actually. That happens when you have lost yourself doing an action. That is Karma Yoga. When you lose yourself and doing an action, when you don't know what is happening around you, when you can't hear that somebody is calling you. This happens when you are playing also video games. I should have given that example. When you are so much immersed into it, getting into that game mode, playing some specific arena, getting there, talking to people, it's lunchtime, dinner time, dinner time, dinner time. You shout, keeping a mic in front of you, then also you'll not come out of the room, you'll still play. This is also Karma Yoga, by the way. When you are getting into that, but one thing is whether that karma is the sukarma, is that the correct work that you should do, is that the right action or not, we can decide about that later. But the way you are performing that action, the same procedure, exact same procedure, you have to apply when you are praying, when you are reading, when you are studying, when you are helping, when you are donating, when you are serving. Apply the same thing when you are doing good actions also. Like when you are serving, and if I call you, let's say Anshika is serving something, and I call Anshika, come, there is a good thing happening here. She will not even worry. She will just say Bhagwan's name, and she says, Krishna, you are allowing me to serve today. I can't even hear that, oh, sorry, uncle, I did not hear you. I was busy, sir. When you can say this, you have done Karma Yoga. You are actually applying Karma Yoga, Buddhi Yoga into the karma that you are doing. Okay. Don't take video game example as a positive example. It is a Nishiddha karma. It is actually a karma that you should not do. It is not what you are meant for. It is just an entertainment. So applying Karma Yoga there is okay, good example. So you can at least understand the context and apply that elsewhere, where you must. Dream Beta, you wanted to say something? Did it happen to you that when you are doing something like drawing or something or singing and you are lost?
I mean, yes, while drawing, it was like that because I was looking up a video of how to draw a dragon, and then certain times like or like reading books, I'm like, wait, what just happened?
Correct. Yeah, this exactly is the word you say. Wait, what just happened? Beautiful. So this is called applying Buddhi Yoga while doing a karma. What kind of karma you should do? That ties to your dharma. Okay, we will see that later. But for now, I think we should be good enough understanding the essence and the need of Buddhi Yoga and why we should. Okay. Straight, everyone. We'll do closing prayers. Om Sarvesham Swasthir Sarvesham Shantir Sarvesham Purnam Sarvesham Mangalam Sarve Bhavantu Sukhinah Sarve Santu Niramajah Sarve Bhadrani Pashyantu Ma Kaschid Dukkha Bhag Bhavet Asato Ma Sadgamaya Tamaso Ma Jyotirgamaya Mrityorma Mritam Gamaya Om Purnamadah Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudacya